Okay, hi folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Jamie and I ride bikes, if you hadn't already guessed it by the name of the channel. I just thought I would start with a wee intro video and who I am, what I do and what I'm going to be showing on this channel. I quite like watching other cyclists and their race day vlogs, so I thought I'm going to start doing that. I've been wanting to do it for a while, so now that my racing season has just started, I've done one TT so far this year and I've got another 2 races next weekend, so I'll hopefully be recording at them and get them on here. So I'm just out for a 3-hour training ride today, and through the ride I'll pick up the camera, tell a bit about myself and, like I said, where I'm going to be going with this channel. Right, so let's talk goals. My cycling goals for 2025 is climb 500,000 feet of climbing, get my Cat 2 British cycling licence and win a road race. Just one. Not being selfish, just want to win one. Last year my closest to that was 2nd place, and I got my Cat 3 licence last year after 2 races. I got a 2nd and a 6th. That was enough points, 13 points, what you need to get your Cat 3 licence, and then to get your Cat 2 licence it's 40 points. But last year my race calendar was very TT heavy, and obviously you can't score points in time trials. It's just like road races, crits, APRs, that sort of stuff, bunch racing, which I'm focusing more for 2025. So now you know who I am and my cycling goals for 2025. I'm now going to show you bike number 1. So because we're out on a training ride today, we're out on a training bike. It's a Canyon Grail CF SL, which, if you know your bikes, you'll know it's actually a gravel bike, but I'm not a lover of gravel. So when I first bought this bike, it had a Ultegra 2x group set, and it had a like fancy sort of 2 hover bar thing. I'm not too sure if you're familiar with that setup that Canyon had, but I quickly realised I didn't actually like the bars, so I switched it out for this very narrow bars. I think they're actually 38 or 36 mil wide, which is probably a bit too narrow for gravel, some would say. And I changed the group set to a GRX group set on it, and I just sort of use it now mainly on the road as a winter / training bike, just so I'm not riding my good race bike every day and getting it trashed. And at least with this bike I don't have to wash it after every ride because I'm not too fussed about it. And that next Saturday I'll show you my race bike, and hopefully it'll be the first race vlog next Saturday, which is an APR. If you don't know what an APR is, then I'll discuss it more in next week's vlog. I hope you can hear me. It's a wee bit windy, but it's not too bad. I'm going to go back to speak about my cycling goals for 2025 and if I think they're achievable or not. I mean, obviously I do, or I wouldn't have set them. One, I'm not 100% sure on, so we'll start off with the ones I think are doable. Get my Cat 2 licence, so I need to score 40 British cycling points to gain my Cat 2 licence. And like I say, with my race calendar this year, it is more on bunch racing, so I should be able to, most of the races I'm doing this year I can score points in. Well, if that makes sense, there's points available to score. And then obviously second one, win a race. I just want to win one race, but so does everybody else in the race, so I'll just have to want it more. The one I'm not too sure on is the climbing one. And in 2025 I would like to climb 5,000 feet of climbing. Wait, did I say it right? The 500,000 feet of climbing. The reason I set this one is because every cyclist does it. At the end of the year, they look at all their cycling stats on Strava or whatever. Whoa, nearly fell off a bike here. Or whatever training tool you use, Strava, Training Peaks, whatever. They look at all the stats, and mine was showing that it was, the climbing was the only thing that was down. The miles was up, the hours spent on the bike was up, the climbing was down. It was down by a good bit, and that's why I put that one in, to hopefully, obviously I'm going to be do less miles if I'm climbing more, but the reason I don't think it's achievable is simply just of where I live, and it's not the hilliest of places. Like just now I'm 42 miles into this ride and I've climbed 2,500 feet of climbing, and that is quite a hilly route for here. Now obviously I don't want to be doing this route every weekend or every day because it'll just get boring. So like when I stay in Scotland in Moray, compared to like Tenerife, I was out in Tenerife a few weeks ago. That place is hilly. Tenerife is hilly. Loved it. Tenerife, wow. That's for another day though. So like I say, I've started this YouTube channel to hopefully take you along to my race day videos. I do apologise if this video has kind of been up and down and all over the shop. I'm new to this, still learning. It's not as easy as it looks, so stick with me guys. But I'm going to end this one here guys, but it wouldn't be YouTube without saying like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.